The AI boom is upon us. Everyone is talking about it, from politicians to academics to the press. And it's easy to get swept up in all the hype, but we should be careful not to fall prey to magical thinking. We must understand that AI is a tool, one that can do some things better than humans, but also one that has its own limitations. In this context, what is the future of management? How will managers need to adapt to harness the potential of AI? And what are the limits of AI? These questions have been at the forefront of our minds here at McKinsey since we started exploring how generative AI could help our clients address their toughest challenges. In this episode of The Logic, we want to share with you the framework we've developed to help our clients navigate this brave new world. Let's start by taking a step back and looking at how AI is changing the nature of work itself. Over the past few decades, advances in computing power and access to data have transformed business. With the advent of CRM systems or customer relationship management, companies now know more about their customers than ever before. They can track interactions across channels, personalize recommendations, and predict future behavior. As a result, sales teams have become more efficient and effective, leading to increased revenues and customer loyalty. Similarly, supply chain management software has revolutionized how companies manage their operations. By leveraging data-driven insights, businesses can optimize their supply chains, reduce waste, and improve efficiency. In fact, research by McKinsey and Oliver Wyman found that companies that adopted supply chain management best practices saw an average revenue increase of 14% and profit improvements of 38%. However, despite these advancements, there was still a critical gap. Many companies struggled to fully leverage the vast amounts of data they had collected because they lacked the people with the skills and mindsets needed to extract meaningful insights. Enter the rise of business and data analytics. These professionals bridge the gap between raw data and actionable insights. They sift through massive data sets to identify trends and patterns that would otherwise go unnoticed. Armed with this information, businesses can make more informed decisions, improve efficiency, and gain a competitive edge. For instance, a retail company might use analytics to determine which products are most popular among their customers, allowing them to optimize their inventory and make more informed purchasing decisions. Similarly, a financial services company might use analytics to detect fraudulent transactions in real time, protecting their customers and safeguarding their assets. There are three distinct skill sets involved in business analytics. First, technical skills such as statistics and programming are essential for handling large data sets and building analytical models. Second, domain expertise in areas like finance or marketing is crucial for understanding the context of the data and interpreting the results. Finally, strong communication skills are vital for presenting findings to stakeholders in a clear and compelling manner. We've seen this transformation firsthand while working with our clients. For example, at a consumer packaged goods company, we worked with the leadership team to set ambitious goals to grow the business faster than the market and outperform competitors. Using advanced analytics, we were able to identify growth opportunities, optimize pricing and promotions, and improve production efficiency. This resulted in significant cost savings and increased profitability, enabling the company to invest in innovation and further differentiate itself in the market. At a major oil and gas company, we helped the leadership team develop a data-driven decision-making framework. This enabled them to make more informed decisions about drilling locations, production levels, and pipeline investments. As a result, the company was able to increase its reserves and production while reducing costs and risks. Despite these successes, we've also seen companies struggle with implementing analytics. Some companies face resistance from employees who are uncomfortable with data-driven decision-making or lack the skills to work with data. Others struggle to integrate analytics into their existing processes and systems, or don't have a clear understanding of how to use the insights generated by analytics to drive action. So, how can companies overcome these challenges and unlock the full potential of analytics? The answer lies in embedding analytics into the fabric of the organization. This means shifting from an environment where data and analytics are used by a small group of specialists to one where everyone, from frontline employees to senior executives, understands and utilizes data-driven insights in their daily decisions. This shift requires a fundamental change in mindset and culture. Employees must be empowered to experiment with data and analytics, learn from failures, and celebrate successes. They need to be trained on how to interpret data and make decisions based on insights, and they need to be rewarded for using data to drive positive outcomes. It also requires a change in leadership behavior. Leaders need to be data-savvy and comfortable making decisions based on evidence. They need to set clear expectations for how analytics should be used across the organization and hold employees accountable for using data-driven insights in their work. Now let's turn to the impact of AI. Just as analytics transformed the role of the manager in the past decade, AI is poised to do the same in the next decade. But there is an important distinction. Unlike analytics, which relies on human interpretation of data, AI can process vast amounts of data quickly and accurately, identifying patterns and insights that would take humans far longer to uncover. This means that AI has the potential to augment the capabilities of managers, allowing them to focus on higher-value activities that require human intuition and creativity. However, to reap these benefits, managers must first understand the capabilities and limitations of AI. On the one hand, AI excels at tasks that involve large volumes of data and complex calculations, such as risk analysis, fraud detection, forecasting, and process automation. On the right side, AI's effectiveness decreases when it comes to tasks that require human intuition, creativity, and social intelligence, such as relationship building, strategic planning, and change management. This means that managers should use AI to augment their own capabilities rather than trying to replace themselves with machines. By leveraging AI, managers can free up their time and energy to focus on the aspects of their job that require human expertise. To help managers make the most of this opportunity, we've developed a framework that outlines 5 key steps to successfully integrating AI into their work. The first step is to understand the potential applications of AI within your industry and functional area. This involves staying up to date with the latest developments in AI and exploring how they can be applied to solve real-world problems. For example, in finance, AI can help detect fraud, manage risk, and optimize investment portfolios. In marketing, AI can personalize customer experiences, optimize campaigns, and predict customer behavior. Once you've identified potential applications, the next step is to assess the maturity of AI solutions in each area. This involves evaluating the availability and quality of data, the sophistication of algorithms, and the strength of the technology infrastructure. For example, AI-powered chatbots are a relatively mature technology that can be easily implemented in customer service. However, using AI to personalize product recommendations requires more sophisticated algorithms and data infrastructure, so it may not be suitable for all companies. With this information in hand, managers can prioritize their efforts and resources to focus on the areas with the greatest potential for impact. The third step is to build internal capabilities. This involves developing the skills and expertise needed to manage AI projects, including data science, machine learning, and AI governance. Managers can invest in training and development programs to upskill their team members and build a sustainable internal capability. Alternatively, they can partner with external providers to access specialized expertise on an as-needed basis. Once internal capabilities are in place, managers should establish governance processes to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically. This includes setting clear guidelines for data privacy and security, establishing processes for model validation and monitoring, and ensuring that AI systems are fair and unbiased. By establishing strong governance processes, managers can mitigate risks and build trust in AI-driven decisions. Finally, managers should cultivate a culture that embraces experimentation and innovation. This includes encouraging employees to take calculated risks, celebrating successes, and learning from failures. By creating a culture that values experimentation, managers can foster creativity and drive breakthrough innovations. As we've seen, AI is transforming the nature of work and the role of the manager. By understanding the capabilities and limitations of AI and following our 5-step framework, managers can harness the power of AI to drive innovation, improve efficiency, and make better decisions. Embracing AI and reskilling the workforce will be critical for organizations to remain competitive and thrive in the years to come. The pace of change in the world of work is not slowing down. The skills and mindsets that were valued yesterday may not be relevant tomorrow. Therefore, continuous learning and upskilling will be critical for individuals to remain relevant and succeed in the future workplace. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to stay updated on our latest videos. You can also check out our other videos on digital transformation, the metaverse, quantum computing, and more.